Hey, what's up? So I just wrapped up my last vlog and I'm starting this one. So it's Saturday, November 5th. It's 4:56 p.m. And yeah, starting a new reading vlog. So in this reading vlog, I'm gonna continue on reading These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. Like I said before, this is 1920s Shanghai, Romeo and Juliet reimagining, heavy on the violence, light on the romance. Like I said before in my other vlog, I'm on page 55, so I'm not that far into it to like really tell you like thoughts. Excuse you. Not that far along to tell you thoughts and feelings yet, but yeah, I'm gonna continue reading this in this vlog. And the other book I'm gonna be reading, which I have on my Kindle, so I'll put a picture here. It is the first book in The School of Good and Evil by Soman Chinani. Pretty sure I butchered his name. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names. Yes, School of Good and Evil. I had been meaning to read the series for a really long time, like years, but I haven't gotten to it. And now the first movie for the first book is out on Netflix, so I'm like, I need to read this now so I can watch the movie. I think probably while I'm home, like days that I'm off, I'm gonna be focusing on These Violent Delights, and days I'm working, I'm gonna read School of Good and Evil, or maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, those are the two books I'm gonna be reading in this vlog. So yeah, continue watching and to see me read these two books, and I'll tell you guys what I think and feel about them. So yep, that's the intro. See you later. Hey, so it is Monday, November 14th. It's 12:39 p.m. and it's very dark. It wasn't like that a second ago. What's happening? So I wanted to do an update because I haven't updated in a while. I remember the last time I updated, and it may have just been like the first clip, like the opening clip, the intro to this vlog. So yeah, I haven't updated in a minute, so updates. Basically, this weekend I asked my friend, because I've been reading These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, and also the first book in the School for Good and Evil by Soman Chinani on my Kindle. So this weekend I asked my friend, I was like, oh, which one should I concentrate on? And she told me do The School for Good and Evil because it has longer chapters. So they get good points. So that's what I've been focusing on this weekend. I'm currently, let's see where I'm at. I'm currently on page 218. I'm 40% into the book. And I'm currently in the middle of a chapter. So if you guys don't know, The School for Good and Evil is about these two girls, one Sophie and the other Agatha. And in their little town, somebody always comes, I think it's like every year, comes and kidnaps two children from the town. One who is like more like well behaved and good, and the other one that's a bit strange and who they think is bad. So Sophie, she is very into like pink. She's very into like being good. And then she has her friend Agatha, who lives like in the cemetery with her mom and wears black, and everyone thinks she's weird. So one night, well, Sophie really wants to get out of the situation that she's in. She wants to get out of this town. She wants to be picked to go to the School for Good. And she's always trying to like do things that will get her picked to be in the School for Good. Agatha wants something to do with it. She wants to stay where she's at. But so one night, I forgot what they call it, but the person that comes to kidnap the kids comes and takes Sophie. And Sophie's excited about it, but Agatha's trying to get her back, and then and then she gets kidnapped as well, but you know, she was meant to be taken as well anyways. So then once they get dropped off, Sophie gets dropped off at the School of Evil, and Agatha gets dropped off at the School for Good. And they're like, what just happened? Especially Sophie, because she's like, I'm good. Like, what is happening? Why am I at the School of Evil? And that's basically what the book is about. Them learning, Sophie learning how to be evil, and then Agatha learning how to be good. But at the same time, Sophie's trying to get to the School of Good because that's where she thinks she's supposed to be, and Agatha is just trying to get them both back home. So yeah, so that's mainly what it's about. I find it very interesting, like their ideas of what is good and what is evil. The freaking pigeons have been out of control today. Like, seriously, you need to stop. Okay. So yeah, I find it very interesting, like what their ideas of what is good and what is evil, and the whole idea that somebody's either all good or all evil. They don't think that you can have, like, a good person could have evil tendencies and an evil person could have good tendencies. So I'm interested to see like where the story is gonna. Can you hear those pigeons? They're out of control. Yeah, so I'm interested to see like where the story goes from here and the series. Right now I'm just like thinking I'm just gonna read the first book, and then depending how I like it overall, I might continue on with the rest of the series. So yeah, and then I'll watch the movie because the movie's already out on Netflix, the first movie. So and now, like you guys know, I probably will do like a book versus movie video and like tell you guys like all the similarity and differences between the two. So yeah, but yeah, that's the School of Good and Evil. That's a very long synopsis, I'm sorry. But then for these Fun Delights, I haven't really been focusing on this because, like I said, I just wanted to focus on one of the books this weekend and just get like a good amount done, even though I'm only like 40% in. But for these Fun Delights, I'm on page 75, and I don't really have like too much thoughts yet about this book. But yeah, I'm not far into it. I don't really have too much thoughts about it so far, but once I get back into it, you know, I'll let you guys know what I think and whatever. Yep, that's my update for now. I'm gonna watch a YouTube video and then I'll get back into reading in a little while. So yeah, that's my update, and I'll catch you guys, talk to you guys again later. Okay, so first off, ignore my hair. Yeah, and of course start playing music right when I press record. Like, anyways, I wanted to film this now. Okay, I have a quick, I don't know if it's a quick, I'm tired. Anyways, okay, I have an update for this reading vlog. Okay, so as you hopefully saw from the previous clip, I went book shopping with my friend Carlani. Basically, we go to this book fair every single year, but they have books 50% off. This is the first year that they are not doing it. So, and it's always the weekend before Thanksgiving. So we didn't really look up to see if it was still happening. We just assumed it still was, because you always know like when it is. So yesterday on Friday, I looked up to see, you know, I should probably check to see if it's still happening. Checked, not happening. So we were like, let's just still go to like Barnes & Noble, do a little book shopping. I wanted some Christmas books so I could read next month. So that's what we did. I tried, so from the clips previous, I tried to do a little b-roll at Barnes & Noble, because that Barnes & Noble isn't as busy as some others. But obviously, of course, right when I want to record, that's when people start like walking past. So I was trying to be sneaky, but it wasn't working. So I had very like sketchy clips. So yeah, that was what was happening. Then after that, we had a little lunch at a ramen place, and they got my order wrong, but I didn't want to tell them they got my order wrong, so I didn't really eat much. And then we have this whole situation. It's just a little catch up. We have this situation going on in my building right now where we don't have gas, so that means that we can't use our stove / oven. So and Thanksgiving is next week. So I ordered a convection oven from Amazon, but then I started reading the reviews, not great reviews. So now I'm on a time crunch. So I went to Target with my friend Carlani after we had our ramen, and I found a good one at Target, but the box was too large for me to bring home. So and then I tried to see if like Target could deliver like quickly, but the soonest delivery will be Wednesday, which is the day before Thanksgiving. So I just decided to instead find it on Amazon, and I ordered off of Amazon, even though I didn't really want to buy it off of Amazon, but that's just what ended up happening. So yeah, so I have a book for you. I bought 3 books at Barnes & Noble. This is what you're here for. You're here for books and not for my life things. So I bought 3 Christmas books. So first book that I popped out of the bag is The Holiday Trap by Roan Parrish. I didn't read too much into them. I just wanted a holiday cozy romances. So yeah, this is the first book. And so Greta, why are they playing music so loud? Greta Rosakoff loves her tight-knit family and tiny Maine hometown. Oh, so it's Maine. But they can't seem to understand what it's like to be a lesbian living in such a small world. When an act of familial meddling goes way too far, she realizes just how desperately she needs space to figure out who she is. To the heart of New Orleans. Truman Belvedere's heart is crushed when he learns that his boyfriend has a secret life, including a husband and daughter. Reeling, all he wants is a place to it's a place to lick his wounds far, far away from Louisiana. Comes one holiday swap that'll change their lives. Enter a mutual friend with a life-altering idea. Swap homes for the holidays. For one perfect month, Greta and Truman will have a chance to experience a whole new world. and maybe fall in love with the partner of their dreams. But all holidays must come to an end, and eventually these two transplants will have to decide whether the love and found family they each discovered so far from home is worth fighting for. So that's the first book, holiday romance, LGBTQ rep, and so one is one of the couples female, one of them is male. So it sounds fun, it sounds cozy. It gives the holiday, you know, the movie The Holiday gives that. So I'm excited to get to this. Hopefully I can get to all of these this December. That's it. So the other book that I have is There's Something About Mary by Cody Ho. So here it says, Mary Winters is going to need a whole lot of Christmas cheer to make up for the disaster of the year she's had. Rather than sulk, she decides to funnel all her frustrations into preparing for the most wonderful and busiest time of the year at the Winters Christmas Tree Farm. Although her family isn't ready to hand over the reins yet, Mary is determined to prove herself as manager material, and a certain flirty outdoorsman on her dating app has been giving her just the confidence to do so. What Mary doesn't know is that she's been chatting anonymously with the farm's new foreman, Clark Griffin. The single dad has kept himself out of the dating pool ever since his son's mother left. But the more Mary dedicates herself to the farm, the more Clark falls for her generous heart and jolly spirit. As Clark and Mary catch feelings both online and off, the romantic potential tangles in front of their noses like mistletoe. Love is within their reach, if only they're brave enough to take the first step. So that's that. And the last book that I have, I found randomly, and it is The Christmas Wish by Lindsay Kelk. I had never heard of this. I was literally just looking for Christmas books. So it says, this is a Groundhog's Day situation. Ever wished it could be Christmas every day? Wish again. Newly single lawyer Gwen Baker is hoping that her family Christmas countryside, a mountain of food and festive films will solve the sting of her career hanging by a thread and her heart being trampled on. Because everyone else has their life sorted, even Dev, her boy next door crush, is now a tall, dark, and handsome stranger with a fiance. She can't help wishing her future was clearer. Then Gwen wakes up to discover it's Christmas Day all over again, like Groundhog's Day, but with eggnog and family arguments on repeat. As she figures out how to escape her own particular Christmas hell, Dev is the one bright spot. He might be all grown up, but underneath he's just as kind and funny as she remembers. Maybe, just maybe, her heart can be mended after all. But how do you fall in love with someone who can't remember you from one day to the next? So that's so this is, and you know, I was kind of hoping that maybe, because I did read before a few, not last Christmas, Christmas before that, I did read In a Holidays for Christina Lauren. That was okay, but I didn't really love it. It's the same situation where it's like a Groundhog's Day situation where the person keeps repeating the same day on Christmas. So maybe I was like, maybe this would be a little bit better. So yep, so these are the 3 holiday books that I picked up, and hopefully I enjoy them. So that's the update I have for you guys. Now I'm gonna go make tea, and I'm gonna continue reading the first book in The School for Good and Evil, and hopefully finish that. If not tonight, then tomorrow. I still have 50%. I'm not gonna, hopefully by tomorrow night. So that's the update for now, and I'll catch you guys later. So it's bad lighting, I'm sorry, I'm backlit. So it's Wednesday. Basically I haven't read anything. It's Wednesday, November 23rd. It's 11:30 a.m. I'm waiting for my croissant to be a little bit more cool so I can eat it. But basically haven't read. I've read maybe like 2 pages last night. And that's pretty much it. But today I'm trying to be more productive. Also, the fan's on. It's hot in here, but it's cold outside, and I have like a long sleeve shirt. Yeah, so I'm trying to be more productive today. So the first thing I'm gonna do, since the last day I worked was Friday, and I haven't been outside since Friday, so I'm gonna go on a little, after eating my croissant, I'm gonna go on a little walk like around the neighborhood, and then I'm gonna come back and possibly read. It will either be read or edit one of my reading vlogs for a little bit and then read. I'll decide once I come back. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm still currently reading The School of Good and Evil by Soman Chanani. And I have made no progress in These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. So that's the updates. Also, hopefully my Christmas tree comes today that I ordered. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm gonna eat my croissant and go on my walk, and I'll talk to you guys again later. Hey, so it's now Saturday, November 26th, 12:09 a.m. So my update is that I finally finished The School for Good and Evil by Soman Chanani, and I give it 3 stars. Basically, I liked the beginning, and then I kind of just like, I think it was like towards the middle, I just started to like, I don't know, not be as invested as I was in the beginning. So then the second half, it just took me so much longer to read, so much so that I just decided to get the audiobook and to speed up the process. So I got the audiobook, and that's why I finished reading it. Basically with the book, there wasn't really any character except for Agatha. No, I did like Agatha. But the other characters, like Tedros, I didn't like him. Who is the prince? Didn't like him, no. And then Sophie, I liked her in the beginning, and then I don't know. So will I continue on with the series? Yes. I'll read the second book and then decide from there if I'll continue on from there. But with the second book, I think I'm just gonna straight up started from listening to the audiobooks. The audiobook's actually pretty good. I liked the narrator and the voices that they made. Okay, plot wise, I did enjoy it. I think I started to enjoy it a bit more once towards the end, but there was like a part in the middle where it was like, I don't know, I wasn't vibing with it anymore for some reason or another. I'm not really sure. Honestly, I just wasn't vibing with it anymore. I don't know, it's just because I should have like read it more consistently instead of putting it down so often. But yeah, the plot was okay. So yeah, I didn't like hate it, but I didn't like love it. It wasn't something that I was like well, I'm like, I need the next book now. Now let me tell you, I obviously watched the movie right after I finished the book, like earlier today. Well, now technically that was yesterday because it's past midnight. So I watched the movie. I really liked the movie. They changed a lot of it, and I actually read something that said that they decided just to keep like the main like scenes from the book that readers really love, and just change everything else. Make it something they want to make it something different, but like still like obviously noticeable that it's related to the book. So like it's not like you watch the movie and you're like, this is like 100% different. They kept like the main core things, and then everything else they changed, and I really enjoyed it. Especially the ending. The end battle scene was, I really liked it. I don't know, I think it was like the music, and yeah, there was some good one-liners in this. Not gonna lie, it was a little weird watching, I forgot his name, but he plays in Shadow and Bone. His real name is Kit Young, but in Shadow and Bone he plays, why am I blanking? Jasper. He plays Jasper. So it's weird watching him in the School for Good and Evil being evil. Hopefully that's not a spoiler. No, you know from the beginning that he's evil. Yeah. Yeah, so it's weird, like, cause like in Shadow and Bone he's not evil, so it was interesting watching him be evil in this movie. So yeah, I feel like the acting was really good too. And I'm excited to see what they do with the next movie, if they do make it. I'm assuming they will make it, but yeah, I'm excited to see what the next movie will be like. But yes, I'll definitely read the second book. Not anytime soon, but I will read the second book, and just and then after that I'll decide if I'll continue on with the series. I did read some reviews for the second book, and it seems like a lot of people don't like it. At least like people who read it like recently. This is a bit old, this series. So like, you know, like even like things made like a few years ago can like not age well. So the first book was written, yeah, the first book was came out in 2013. So yeah, that's and the second book's 2014. So I'm thinking like a lot of people, like some of the reviews I didn't read too much into it because obviously I haven't read the book, so I don't want any spoilers, but it does seem like people who read it more recently didn't like it because of certain like elements, and I thinking it makes sense because the book came out in 2014. So I will go into it knowing the time that was written, and know like, you know, things change. So yeah, this clip is long enough, so I'm gonna actually I'll do this real quick. I'm going to, with my mom, I'm going to go visit my sister this weekend, so we're taking the train. I don't know why I'm throwing up peace signs. So I hold this book earlier in this vlog. I don't know why I did that in this vlog, so I'm not gonna say what it's about. But I'm thinking of taking The Christmas Wish With Me by Lindsay Coke. I think this is the Groundhog's Day situation one. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm taking this because it's past Thanksgiving, so it's Christmas time. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take this with me and hopefully start it this weekend. And yeah, so that's my update, and I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow possibly. It's late.